let's talk about cheating. So a couple of days ago, I watched a Twitch streamer. He was doing puzzles and then later he played rapid games. Now, this is his profile, Reaper_gaming15. And I was watching him solving puzzles. Now let's see the exact puzzles that he was solving. So for example, let's say this one. He spent 28 seconds on a 960 rated puzzle. Let's see the puzzle. Okay, so mate in one, right? So this should be easy, but let's say because he's 960 at puzzle, let's say he's 500 rated, right, in rapid and blitz and so on. So he didn't spot this in half a minute. Okay, let's look at some next puzzles. Let's say this one, 44 seconds, and he didn't solve it. 44 seconds. Okay, mate in one, right? Takes and mate in one, right? 44 seconds, he didn't solve it, okay? This one, 35 seconds. Oh yeah, this one, because I watched the stream, he played the fork and then he didn't take the knight because he didn't see the point, right? He didn't see that the point of the fork is to take the queen with the knight. So he played knight e7 check and then he took with the queen, right? So he didn't solve it. Now let's look at his rapid rating. So he's 900 at puzzles, failing 900 rated puzzles, right? And he spends a lot of time on it. So it's not like he just looks at it for 1 second and just plays a random move. No, like he spent time, right? Like 35 seconds on this last one. And if we see his rapid rating, he's 2000, right? He's 2000. Let's look at his bullet games. So the reason he's not playing bullet is because he cannot cheat, right? Because he doesn't have time. That's why he played only 3 games and lost all 3. Now let's look at how he plays bullet. So he's black. Okay, all theory hangs a piece. Right, like what? Just take, hangs a piece. Okay, opponent doesn't see it, but okay, he hangs another one. So opponent didn't even see that the piece was hanging, but then obviously our cheater hung another piece. And okay, then he, what? Like castles is just a natural move, like defending the pawn. But I guess he blundered a fork as well. Okay, and this is mate. Yeah, so he just got completely destroyed by a 1400 in bullet. And then he's 1800 in blitz. And obviously, yeah, he plays 5-minute blitz because he needs time, right, to cheat. And yeah, and 3+2, so with increment, and 5 minute, and 5 minute plus 5 seconds. Yeah, so he needs increment or 5 minute because he cheats, obviously. Now let's see. So why am I 100% certain that he cheats? First of all, the puzzles. Second of all, I saw him play and you can see the time spent. So he's black here, black, and look at the time spent, okay? 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 7, 6, 7, 5. If you look at my games, let's say my game, let's say this one was a rapid game. Yeah, do you see the opening? So I'm playing black, right? 1 second, 0.1 second, 0.9, 0.7, 0.4, 0.4, because I know the theory, because that's normal. If you're at 2000, you know the theory, so you just blitz out the opening, right? And then I think on some moves, you can see that, and then obviously I again played faster because the position was really clear, like this was obviously winning. And if you look at his games, you can see that in the opening he's spending a lot of time, like 6, 5, 7. Like how? It's like you haven't played this opening before, right? Like he plays the Scandinavian and then he thinks on this move. Like, obviously this is the point, unless you play some like knight f6 or some c6 gambit, right? It doesn't make sense. And you can see throughout the whole game, like he doesn't play a move under like what, 4 seconds. Yeah, 4.1. I think this one is the lowest. Yeah, I don't see any lower. Yeah, 4.1. And why is that? Because he probably has a phone, because I watched the stream, right? So he played, so let's say this is the position, opponent played this move, and then his mouse was still, like it was just sitting on, like still, not moving, for like 3 seconds, because he had a phone probably, and he just inputted the move that the opponent played, and then the engine told him what he can play, and then he started moving again, right? It was so obvious, and obviously he didn't get banned still because he's smart cheating, right? He's not playing all of the top engine moves so that his accuracy is not high, so that the, I don't know, chess.com anti-cheat doesn't detect him, right? But it's so obvious that he's cheating, right? Now let's see. So, okay, so how much time did he spend? He spent like 5 seconds on a simple tactic, takes, right? Like 5 seconds. And again, you can see all moves, same time spent. Like he spends, let's say, from 5 to, let's say, 11 seconds on average, right? All moves the same, right? He just plays some, yeah, like, why not develop the bishop and defend? Queen f5, weird move, right? c5, nobody's gonna play c5. Like, you're gonna play either, let's say, bishop d6 to castle short, or bishop d7 to castle long. c5, like, just a weird move. Okay, now he goes bishop d7, right? Yeah, because it's the top engine move. Okay, takes, queen e5. Okay, what? Bishop e7, like castles, right? Or I guess he's gonna go short. Okay, f5. Okay, dude. Like takes and castles, just a simple moves. Okay, I guess takes blunders the pawn, so that's why maybe f5. But again, like f5, he spent like 9 seconds again in this time range, right? Okay, h5. Come on. g4, of course, yeah. G4, g5, g4, yeah, sure. Okay, h4. Okay, and then he plays a weird move, right? Like, why bishop d6? What's the point of bishop d6? Nobody's gonna play bishop d6, right? No point in playing that move. Like, what are you even attacking, right? Like, maybe he wants like takes and then takes, but like nobody's gonna play this, right? Like, of course you're gonna long castle or take right away. Okay, goes back, takes, okay, takes. Yeah, okay, he doesn't have a check. Okay, king e7, sure. Okay, here it should be obvious. So when you play this move, right, you calculate takes. So you play this move, takes. You have to see that, otherwise you cannot play this move, right? Now let's see the time spent. So he played rook a f8 in 7 seconds, opponent takes, and then he spends 4 seconds on capturing the rook, which is an obvious move, of course. He takes back, obvious move, only move, you can see by the engine, only move, like it's so obvious that you have to recapture back. And he spent 4.7 seconds on this move. Doesn't make sense, right? Like 4.7 seconds, come on. And then his opponent resigned. I mean, it's so obvious. And he tries to like not get, you can see he loses some games, he wins some games. If you look at his profile from here, it seems legit, right? But obviously he's not, because the time spent. Let's say this game, the last game that he played. So he is playing white. Again, you can see the times. Okay, he played this move. Ooh, 1.7, the first move, because he always plays this ratty opening. Again, 7.9, 8.2, 7.2, like 8, 7, 8, 7, 6, right? Like, again, like the same thing. And again, like, if you play knight f3, and then opponent plays knight c6, obviously you're gonna know that, I don't know what's the theory here, I guess d4 is the top move. Obviously you're gonna know d4, you don't have to spend 8 seconds thinking about d4, right? And now, okay, now, like what? Doesn't make sense. If you know the theory, like, this is not even a theoretical move, this is just a random move, just developing, right? Because he doesn't know the opening, he just looks at the engine, plays knight c3, sees that it's equal, and then he just decides to play this in a game, right? Like, come on. So dumb. h3, okay. How much time he spent on this move? Like 7 seconds on obvious move again. Like, obviously this is the idea to defend this pawn, right? Only move. Okay, computer e4. I mean, no, e4 obviously loses pawn, so this is the only move. And again, he spent like 7 seconds on this move. Like, why? Come on. g4, yeah, sure, g4, of course. Knight b5, okay. c3. What the hell is c3? Okay, knight a3. Again, like, only move. Only move, knight a3, 6 seconds again. Like, no moves are played instantly, right? Because he needs the engine. Okay, rook. Okay. c4. Yeah, it looks good if takes, but obviously opponent is not gonna take. Yeah, opponent plays the best move, obviously. Okay. What? Just move the rook. Okay, but yeah, he played, you can see, he played the second engine move, bishop g2. Like, no human plays bishop g2, right? And again, he probably spent like how much? Yeah, like 10 seconds, yeah, of course. Because this position is totally like chill, no complications here, so just 10 seconds on bishop g2, sacking the exchange, obviously, right? And then takes, only move, right? Only move, you take back the knight. How much time did he spend? He spent 4.8 seconds on recapturing. Okay. Yeah, he gets the 2 pieces for the rook. What? Take. I guess this one. So I guess king takes. I don't get it. Okay. Yeah, and this is just what? Bishop e5. Bishop e5, of course, yeah, sure. Bishop e5, like not bringing, and obviously this position is lost, but like bishop g5, bishop e5, yeah, of course. Yeah, and then it's mate. So yeah, this guy is obviously cheating. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because you just cannot stop cheaters like him. Like, he's streaming on Twitch. You can see chess.com community streamer. He's streaming on Twitch and he's streaming himself cheating, right? And then I said in chat, I said like, why are you cheating? What's the point? Because I was like, obviously he's cheating, right? But what's even the point? Like, eventually someone's gonna find out, like me, right? Like, some viewer is gonna see that he's cheating. Like, what's even the end goal with streaming yourself cheating, right? Doesn't make sense. So I was like, why are you cheating in chat, right? And then he just blocked me. It was so funny. So yeah. And I get like puzzle rush. Come on, in 5 minutes you got 7 puzzles. Like, this is a joke. Like 3 minutes, 9 puzzles. Yeah, of course. Come on. And you're 2000, right? Doesn't make sense. So yeah, this will never be stopped probably, because a human can see that he's cheating. Like chess.com, I don't know, like detect, like chess.com bot or whatever they use to detect the cheating, like the anti-cheating bot, is not gonna see that he's not legit, because obviously this looks normal, like his accuracies are not 100%, like because he's toggling on and off, like he's playing some human moves or some moves that don't even make sense just so he lowers the accuracy, right? But obviously the puzzles are really give it away. And obviously if you watch the stream and see that his mouse is just, for the first 3 seconds when opponent makes a move, the mouse is just still because he's looking at the phone or I don't know, another tab. So he's looking at the engine. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. Bye.